Hi there. How are you today? I'm daydreaming about, well, I'm not going to tell you yet, but I'm going to draw it with you. A daydream is a dream you have when you are wide awake, not when you're sleeping. Today we're going to draw a daydream. You might be daydreaming about a place, a fun game, friends. Daydreams can be about whatever is in your mind. So grab your sketchbook and something to draw with and find a comfy place to doodle and draw. And let's daydream. I've decided to use my colored pencils today. So I grabbed some colors. Can you guess what I might be drawing? What I might be daydreaming about? Well, get your colors ready and I'll be drawing along with you. If you decide to use pencils like I'm using, I am going to remind you how I sharpen my pencils. I do have pencil sharpeners, this kind. The little ones. I never ever use electric pencil sharpeners with my my good art pencils. So I either use this little itty bitty one, it's very small, or I use that one I showed you, but most of the time I use sandpaper. So I'm going to remind you how I sharpen my pencils in case you haven't done that before while you're picking out your things to draw with. So this pencil, oh, that's not the one I wanted. This one I wanted. This one's gotten a little dull, but these are really thick pencils. These are called Prismacolor pencils. They're special for art. They're not for writing. They're not for other things other than drawing. They're thick. They have thick leads. So you don't want to do them in an electric sharpener because that will ruin them. So you take your pencil, hold it on its side, and then rub and roll. You rub it back and forth while you roll it. Can you see how I'm turning it? You might not be able to see that, but watch my hand. See how I'm turning it? And as I turn it, that sharpens the tip, and it makes it so that it doesn't break. When you sharpen the tip of the pencil with a regular electric sharpener or some of the handheld ones, they just sharpen so fast that the pencil will break. And then you lose a whole bunch of the color and you have to start over. So I like to do it this way. It sharpens around the wood that holds the lead together, holds the color in there, and it doesn't take very long. You just turn it over sandpaper. So if you have maybe somebody has some sandpaper at your house, and if not, you can always get it at places like hardware stores, any place where they sell tools, but also some art stores sell it. So I always have sandpaper. So what are you daydreaming about? Have you thought about it? Well, remember, a daydream is just a dream you have in your head. It's kind of imagining and dreaming all together. So I am dreaming of really my favorite place to visit when we get to take a vacation as a family. We really like to go to this place. So I'll start mine and you start yours, and we'll draw together for a little bit. Okay. So I have a lot of blues here. I wonder if you've guessed. Does that remind you of anything? Well, I'm making wavy lines, so maybe that could give you a hint. If you guessed water, you're right. I love to go to the ocean. I don't get to do it very often, but I do love going to the ocean. So whenever we can take a vacation to the ocean, I get really excited. And you know how when it comes onto the shore, it turns into like little bubbles? So I'm drawing my ocean. You draw whatever you have in your mind. Remember, we're not really looking at anything, just using our imagination. So it's just going to look like whatever is in your mind about this place or person or game or something that you want to draw. How's yours coming along? Where did you daydream about? Or what did you daydream about? I bet whatever you're daydreaming about, I bet it has a story. A lot of our art tells stories. This one, as I'm drawing it, makes me think of the last time I was at the ocean, and there was all kinds of foam and bubbles that were on the sand, and that's why I'm making all these bubbles, because I remember those so well, and the sun was hitting them just right, so some were kind of bluish and some were green from the seaweed, and some were just the white foam that you see in the ocean or coming from the waves. And then in between the bubbles there was sand. So it reminds me of the sounds that I heard, and the smell. The ocean has a wonderful smell, and it also feels good on your skin, the way the breeze feels. So I do love the ocean for many reasons. So I'll stop my drawing now, stop the video, and hope that you are having a good time with your drawing. I hope that what you're drawing tells a story about your daydream, so you can share it with someone. Share it with someone in your family. Tell them about your daydream today. Okay, I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day. God bless you.